The power of perspective. Perspective is the filter between the truth and what you believe. Your perception is your reality, and if you can change your perspective, the way you see things will change. See, when my girls were little, they were 7 and 10. I thought one of the most amazing things, we lived on a ranch with about 27 acres, trees and pastures. And I thought one of the most amazing things that they would enjoy is if I bought them some little four-wheelers. They were called Honda Mini 50s. And they were little four-wheelers and they were real small. And my oldest daughter was very conservative and very protective of everything that she had. And she looked at everything as a gift, as an opportunity, and took well care of it. My youngest daughter, who everybody says looks like her mother but acts like her father, had a different perspective. In fact, she thought that everything was created for her enjoyment. She believed that no matter what, it was her destiny to live life to the fullest at that very moment in time, recklessly most of the time. In fact, as they're driving these four-wheelers throughout the pasture, my oldest daughter is putting along at a very slow pace and very conservative, being very observant of everything around her, the trees, the ditches, the shrubbery, the house, the garage, the sheds. While on the other side of the fence of life is my youngest daughter, who is going 90 miles an hour, who is just tearing up the pasture, zigzagging in and out of these trees, looking around, not paying attention, because to her, there was nothing in her way. Until there was. My wife and I was sitting there talking in the garage, and at the end of the carport was this shed. And as we're talking, here comes my youngest daughter on this four-wheeler, waving at us at full speed ahead, looking to the side, and bam, runs right into that shed. And not only did she run into it, she ran through it. Now, luckily for her, she did not get hurt. And at that moment in time, I didn't know whether I was to be mad or to laugh. I chose to laugh. Because, see, her perspective was that life is life. And she enjoyed every second, and still does today, of every minute of every day. She has no regrets. See, as we grow up in life, we start out young, we start out naive, we start out full of fire and vigor. But as we get older, our perspective changes. And we look at life differently. We look at life more conservatively because of fear, because of disappointments, because of letdowns. See, it was real easy for me just to rebuild the shed. But see, there's a memory there that I have that will last a lifetime. I remember this very moment. That was 20-some years ago. How I laughed so hard, tears ran down my face. That was just her character. She knew she had messed up, but it didn't slow her down. See, when we look at life differently, we see life differently. As we get older, we start thinking and believing that these rules and responsibilities and obligations become so empowering that we're unable to live our life to the fullest. And these are the kind of things that stop us from being great. These are the kind of things that restricts us because the fear of failure or the fear of disappointment or the fear of not accomplishing clouds our vision. See, perspective, perception, whatever you want to call it, is just a filter from the truth to what you believe. So all you have to do to change how you see things is change what you believe. Do you believe in you? Do you believe you have the ability, the authority, the God-given right to be great? And if you do, then let's do it. But if you've been beat down, you've been told it just isn't for you, the cards aren't in your hand, life is not going to be any better, and you now believe that, that becomes your perception. That becomes your reality. You've allowed the noise around you to engulf you and to create your destiny, instead of you seeing yourself as amazing, believing in yourself as a talented, hard-driven, fulfilling individual that is entitled to an amazing life. Once you see that, once you believe it, once you completely understand it, your perspective of life changes. And therefore now you see life differently. You get up every day. You don't have an alarm clock. You have an opportunity clock. I mean, think about it. When that goes off, you hear it. That gives you an opportunity. The alternative is that you don't hear it. Try that out for one day. It's not going to be any fun. See, there's a lot of people today that didn't wake up. There's a lot of people today whose opportunity clock ran out of batteries. Your clock sounded. Your opportunity is presented. What are you going to do with it? Who are you going to become? Are you going to continue to give yourself excuses? Are you going to continue to believe in the noise and the false perception? Or are you going to seize the opportunity when that alarm goes off, that sounding resonates, you hear it and you say to yourself, thank you, Lord, you've just given me another day to be great. Let me be great. See, when we change our perception of who we are, whose we are, and what we've been giving, we see the world differently. We see the world as our canvas to paint, create, and establish whatever environment we desire. This is the powering message that you need to understand. This is where you fully change your view of you, which allows you to change your view of who you can become. Stop and think for 1 second. Are you that little 7-year-old girl that's running through life full speed ahead with no care in the world? Are you that 10-year-old who's conservative, restricted, and not fully enjoying the gift that was given? Sure, there's no crashes. There's no scrapes, no bruises. But is there fulfillment? Is there memories to be created, to be established, and to be built upon? See, I'm the kind of guy that believes that when I go to my grave, I'm going to go sliding in, screaming in to the last second, sliding right in, looking and screaming and yelling, this is the life that I built. This is the life that I chose to live. I'll see you on the other side. That's how I'm going to go. How are you going to go? What are you going to do? Who are you going to become? And are you ready to change your perspective? If you are, let's go.